Some stories are timeless, echoing through generations and shaping our imagination. They become more than just tales. They become part of who we are, woven into the fabric of our collective memory. These stories linger, whispered from one age to the next, refusing to fade away. The legend of the Holy Grail is one such tale, a sacred relic lost in the mists of time, promising healing, enlightenment, and perhaps a new destiny for humanity. Its mystery has endured for centuries, inviting countless interpretations and sparking endless quests for truth and meaning. The Grail's allure has inspired poets, kings, and adventurers for centuries. Each has sought it in their own way, through epic journeys, heartfelt verses, or the pursuit of wisdom and power. Its legend has shaped art, literature, and even the course of history. Why does this elusive object captivate us? Is it the promise of something greater or the thrill of the unknown? Perhaps it's the idea that the Grail holds answers to questions we barely dare to ask. Maybe it's the hope that something miraculous still waits to be found. The Grail reminds us that wonder and possibility are never truly lost, no matter how much time passes or how far we wander. The quest for the Grail is more than a search for treasure. It's a journey for meaning, a test of character, and a symbol of spiritual perfection. It challenges us to look inward, to confront our flaws, and to strive for something higher than ourselves. Only the most virtuous are said to succeed, making the Grail a measure of inner worth. It asks us to consider what it truly means to be worthy and whether the journey itself is the real reward. The legend adapts with every era, from medieval courts to our digital age, always inviting us to wonder and dream. Each generation finds new meaning in the Grail, reshaping its story to reflect their own hopes and fears. As we explore this remarkable legend, we join a long line of seekers, all drawn by the same mysterious call. We become part of a tradition that stretches back through the centuries, united by curiosity and longing. The greatest wonders, it seems, are not always those that are seen, but those that are sought. The Grail's true power lies in its ability to inspire us to keep searching, to keep dreaming, and to never stop believing in the possibility of the extraordinary. What is the Holy Grail? Is it a real object, a symbol, or something more elusive, an idea that has shaped centuries of imagination and faith? Most famously, it's the cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper, later said to have caught his blood at the crucifixion. This single vessel, simple yet profound, became a symbol of sacrifice and divine mystery. Yet the Grail legend doesn't appear in the earliest Christian texts. It emerges centuries later, blending Christian beliefs with ancient Celtic myths of magical vessels. These older tales spoke of cauldrons that healed, bowls that granted wisdom, and cups that offered eternal abundance. The word Grail comes from Old French, meaning a dish or bowl, and early stories describe it as a platter, a cup, or even a stone. Its form was as mysterious as its purpose, shifting with each retelling. This ambiguity allowed the legend to evolve, shaped by different cultures and authors. Medieval writers reimagined the Grail, weaving it into tales of knights, quests, and spiritual trials, each adding new layers of meaning. The chalice of the Last Supper became the most enduring version, tying the Grail to the heart of Christian faith. It became a symbol of hope, redemption, and the search for the divine. For believers, it's a sacred relic. For mythologists, it's a fascinating example of how stories merge and transform. The Grail bridges the worlds of faith, folklore, and literature, inspiring countless seekers and storytellers. The Grail's power lies in this blend of the sacred and the mythical, the historical and the fantastical. It invites us to question what is real and what is possible in the stories we tell. That's why it continues to capture hearts and minds century after century, an eternal mystery, waiting to be discovered anew by each generation. The story of the Grail first emerged in the written word during the late 1100s, a time when legends and oral traditions were being carefully recorded for the first time. These early manuscripts, painstakingly copied by hand, preserved the mysteries and wonders of the age for future generations. The earliest known appearance of the Grail is found in Chrétien de Troyes' unfinished romance, Percival, or the Story of the Grail. This groundbreaking work set the stage for centuries of myth and imagination. In Chrétien's tale, the young and inexperienced knight Percival stumbles upon a strange and magical procession at the castle of the enigmatic Fisher King. Percival, unsure and hesitant, fails to ask the crucial question about the Grail's purpose, missing his chance to heal the wounded king and restore the barren land. This moment of silence becomes a turning point, echoing the importance of wisdom and empathy over mere heroics. Chrétien's story introduced the now iconic elements: the suffering king, the mysterious and unreachable castle, and the sense that the Grail is more than just a prize. It is a test of character. The quest for the Grail, these stories suggest, demands not only courage and strength, but also humility, wisdom and compassion for others. In the early 13th century, Wolfram von Eschenbach reimagined the Grail as a radiant, otherworldly stone, a symbol of divine grace and mystery, protected by a secretive brotherhood of knights whose loyalty and secrecy added new layers to the legend. Soon after, the Lancelot Grail cycle wove the quest for the Grail into the very heart of King Arthur's court, transforming it into the ultimate spiritual journey for the bravest and purest of knights. Among them, Sir Galahad, renowned for his purity and unwavering faith, was destined to achieve the Grail, succeeding where others had failed. His triumph forever established the Grail as the highest and holiest of all quests, a symbol of spiritual fulfillment and divine reward. Through these evolving tales, the Grail became not just a legendary object, but a powerful symbol of both divine challenge and the endless human longing for meaning, redemption, and transcendence. When the Grail entered Arthurian legend, it transformed from a personal quest into a collective trial for Camelot's greatest heroes. The Grail's miraculous appearance at Camelot inspired the knights to seek it, but the quest scattered them and marked the beginning of the Round Table's end. The search demanded purity and devotion beyond chivalry, exposing the flaws of even the noblest knights. Lancelot, despite his prowess, was denied the Grail due to his forbidden love. Only Bors, Percival and Galahad came close. Galahad, pure and sinless, ultimately achieved the quest and ascended to heaven with the Grail. The quest's success came at a great cost. Camelot lost its best, and the fellowship was broken. The Grail became both the kingdom's highest aspiration and the catalyst for its downfall. It's a poignant reminder that the pursuit of perfection can sometimes lead to ruin. The Grail isn't just a cup. Many believe it's something far more profound. One theory claims the Grail is Mary Magdalene herself, carrying Jesus' bloodline, with San Greal interpreted as Sangreal, or royal blood. In this view, the quest is about protecting a sacred lineage, not a relic. Others see the Grail as lost knowledge, secret teachings of Jesus, hidden wisdom, or even alchemical secrets for transformation. Some link it to the Philosopher's Stone or the Emerald Tablet, making the Grail a universal symbol of ultimate wisdom and eternal life. These interpretations strip away the purely Christian context, presenting the Grail as a prize sought by mystics and seekers across cultures. The Grail's true nature remains as mysterious as ever, fueling endless speculation. The Grail's mystery has spawned countless conspiracy theories about secret societies sworn to protect it. The Knights Templar are the most famous alleged guardians, rumoured to have hidden the Grail after their suppression in the 1300s. Some say it was taken to Scotland or even the New World. Others link it to the Cathars, who supposedly smuggled their treasure from Montségur. Modern legends connect the Grail to groups like the Freemasons and the Priory of Sion, suggesting an unbroken chain of guardianship. In these stories, the Grail isn't just lost. It's being actively kept secret, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. The idea of hidden knowledge and secret protectors keeps the legend alive in the modern imagination. The Grail remains a tantalizing mystery, just out of reach. If the Grail were found today, its legendary powers, healing and sustenance, would revolutionize our world. Imagine a relic that cures all illness and ends hunger. It would be the most coveted object on Earth. Beyond the physical, the Grail is said to grant spiritual enlightenment. offering proof of the divine and sparking a global awakening or conflict. Some speculate the Grail is advanced technology, perhaps even extraterrestrial, with powers like cellular regeneration or unlimited energy. But in the wrong hands, it could become the ultimate weapon, a tool for control or even war. The modern quest for the Grail would be a race between superpowers, not knights. Its discovery could unite or divide humanity like never before. The Holy Grail is everywhere in our culture, a metaphor for any elusive ultimate goal. In science, it's the cure for cancer. In sports, the championship trophy. In business, the breakthrough idea. The Grail quest is retold in films, novels and games, blending mystery, adventure and wonder. These stories let us join the quest from our armchairs, chasing clues and testing worthiness. The Grail also fuels the genre of historical conspiracy, inspiring curiosity about secret societies and hidden truths. Its enduring power lies in its symbolism, hope, transformation, and the belief that something miraculous awaits discovery. In uncertain times, the Grail's story reminds us to seek unity and meaning. The quest for the Grail is ultimately the quest for a better world. Why does the Grail still fascinate us after centuries? Because the quest is about more than the object. It's about the search for meaning. The Grail promises hope, suggesting a hidden order and purpose in our chaotic world. Its legends mirror our own inner journeys, challenging us to become better, to seek truth and overcome our flaws. The Grail embodies the thrill of the unknown, reminding us that mysteries remain waiting to be solved. Whether cup, bloodline, stone or story, the Grail's true power is its ability to inspire. It urges us to seek, to question, and to strive for something greater. The quest for the Grail is eternal, an endless search for truth, healing and wonder.